What's up, people? It's Blind Host with another blind anime talk. Are you guys excited? So am I, because me and my lovely co-host Dani Marie AUC, definitely check out her channel. We're doing, you know what? I'll I'll let her announce it because I think like she really likes this one.
Oh, yeah. So we are going to be talking about the Castlevania TV show on Netflix today, and we are super excited.
I know, right? Oh,
Yep.
and quick exclaimers: there will be spoilers, and there will be definitely violence, blood, and gore, and everything in between.
Oh, yes. There's profanity and guts and all the delicious stuff that make a dark TV show awesome.
No, yeah, trust me. I like it when Netflix does their own show, especially like animated or any comic book. They really go almost dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like some of their shows.
Oh, yes. I personally love dark shows. Anything super grungy, dirty, like showing the dark side of humanity. Like I am all for that now. I have to
Mhm.
break that up with some, happier things, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, and for you accessibility people, yes, it's audio described. Okay, so you guys cannot grumble now. Okay. Oh, anime's not like audio described.
Oh yeah, this one is, and honestly, like me, I get the luxury of watching it and listening to the audio description, and
Mhm.
they do a really good job. Like they hit all the important points that you miss out on if you can't see the TV. They did a really good job, and the guy who's doing it seems to be really good and not too not too expressive, where he takes
Mhm.
away from kind of what's actually going on. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah. So like they literally don't ramble.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. They do not ramble.
Yes. Oh, and quick shameless plug. I am now a DJ on Ocean Waves Radio. You can catch it on Live 365 on the app. Just go to the search bar, type in Ocean Waves Radio, all like lowercase, and you will see it. And also, you can go to the website Ocean Waves Radio and hit the link so you can listen to. And I do a show every Tuesdays from 12 to 2 o'clock. I play all the punk rock, pop punk, alternative, wave, whatever teen angst stuff you guys want to hear.
The best genres, okay?
Hey, hey,
From
hey,
my childhood.
hey, truthfully, they are because, Paramore, Green
Oh,
Day,
yes.
I still got to download some Offsprings
Oh, yes. Oh, those are fun genres.
because like Danny, if like you did listen last week, I did found two newfound glory covers of "Kiss
Ooh,
Me" and "My Heart Will Go On."
I have not. I don't think I've heard those. I'm gonna have to look those up later. Awesome.
Because
Awesome.
like punk rock versions of those two songs was just so much fun,
Mm.
especially "My Heart Will Go On."
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. I'm a huge fan of punk covers and rock covers of any pop song, honestly.
Hmm.
It's really fun.
Hmm. Oh shoot! Oh, things not working.
Oh no, what's not working?
Oh, what the hell's wrong? Oh. Okay, there it is. Okay.
Good, good.
Yeah. Just checking the chat, but I don't know why it's not working.
I have it pulled up here and I'm not seeing any yet.
Okay.
But I can pull up the YouTube channel as well.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Like people like would trickle in anyway. So,
Oh yeah.
I let I- I'll let you start because like you're probably like really excited about this one because it's gore and blood and all that stuff, huh?
Oh yeah. Let me get my notes because there's a
Yeah.
couple things I want to hit on first.
Okay.
I do actually see in the YouTube channel, see it my way one. What's up, guys? Hey man, what's up? It's not showing up in StreamYard though. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that was weird.
Okay.
It's there now.
Hey Shane, I know. See, StreamYard is so slow. Jeez, man, I know.
Yeah. Oh, I have the YouTube channel pulled up. I will keep checking it.
Okay.
But Just like Blanches said, you guys, if you're not a fan of dark, if you're not a fan of gore, even listening to the audio description, they describe the gore because like somebody will be
Oh,
running by and they're like, so and so runs by on a horse and tramples someone's head. Like,
and
okay,
decapitates them, and then the blood will run down.
yes, they're very descriptive with their gore, which I feel like I really appreciate because
Me too.
that what lets you experience the whole show. You know,
Yeah.
you're not just like, oh, so and so killed so and so, they're dead. You know, like that's boring. Like, what
Yeah.
did they do?
Trust me, and I literally called you after I watched like the first 4 episodes to make sure like the audio
Yeah,
description was spot on too, and you confirmed it to me too. I was like, damn.
absolutely. And Shane asked if we are talking about Castlevania on Netflix, and we are. We are.
You watching it, huh, Shane?
I hope you did. I hope you have your comments and feel free to share them. You know,
Yeah.
but but yeah, beware. There's gore. It's dark. It's vampires. It's demons. It's magic. It's all of that. Well, I say all the stuff that I enjoy in a TV show, but you know, I know that's not everybody's thing.
Hey, me too. I enjoyed it too. I
There you
enjoyed it
go.
too. It was so much fun to watch.
There you go. There is profanity as well, and there is
Oh my!
there's
Oh,
some also
comedy.
Christian references that are
Yeah. Christians, witches, like the whole,
Mhm.
you know,
Crusades era.
yeah, like the Crusades are. But the funniest thing was, okay, before I get it down later, like there are those small dialogue comedy spots that are just so you just
Yes.
wouldn't you just don't expect it, but you
Mhm.
just can't help laughing at it.
Yeah, it's the kind of show that has all the fun elements. So it has all the dark stuff and the gore and you know, that kind of stuff. But it has this ragtag group of adventurers who kind of gets thrown together and they're like, well, of course they're meant to be together. But also you have like the town drunk who's kind of washed up from what he used to be. And you have the bitter vampire who, you know, we'll get into that.
Like yeah.
Yeah,
And
we'll get into that. And
yeah,
then, of course, you have the girl who's trying to pull them all together and stop
but
their shenanigans.
yes, but then like really, she's really a wanderer of a gypsy thing type.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're gonna talk about her too. I have
Yeah.
some notes on all that.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Shane says he loves it, and Trevor Belmont is hilarious. I agree. Trevor Belmont is the washed up drunk I was just referring to, and he's hilarious. I agree. There's good character development during this show too, I think, and it's
Awesome,
pretty
Shane.
cool.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So we can talk. I guess the first season is literally only 4 episodes.
Yeah. So the first, I don't know why they did it, but I say like the first season is more of like an introduction.
Mm-hmm. It really is just an
Oh
introduction.
man, like when Netflix introduces you to this anime, oh, they really introduce you to this anime.
Oh yes. So we've already mentioned that there's spoilers here. So if you haven't watched season 1 and 2 and you're planning
3.
to watch it, you should probably leave. Yeah, 3. We're not going to talk about 3, but
No.
not today anyway. Not today.
No.
But I mean, let's see. They start you off first and foremost pretty much with what? Lisa running to Dracula's door trying to figure out, hey, let me in. You know, and she comes to him as a student who wants to learn all of the things that he knows. You know, based on legend, Dracula's like, ooh, great scientist, collector of knowledge. You know, he has a library and laboratories, and he studies magic as well.
Yep, and then like she tells him that like she wants to be a doctor, so it's the science.
Yes, she wants all the science knowledge, and that was in 1455. You know, that's when it's set originally. But then, right after, they kind of show us that, and he's like intrigued by her gall, basically her gumption to come banging on like a known demon in quotation marks door, and you know, asking for help because she's like, you know what, you have the knowledge I need, but I have a lot to teach you too about humans and life and what you can still, yeah, and humanity and like what you can still get from the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he admires that willpower and that like willingness to go for what it is she wants. And so the two end up working together and they end up falling in love and apparently
Mm-hmm.
having a kid. And that's
Yes.
when we like flash forward to 1475. So that's like 20 years later. And well, do you want to tell him what happened?
His wife of 20 years gets burned at the stake. You literally get
Mm.
like the audio description does describe that.
Oh my god, it describes it well. Like
Yeah.
you're getting all those details. You're not missing out.
Nope. Yeah. So it's
Yes.
like Lisa on the cross, like the fire slowly creeping towards her.
Oh, yes.
And not being able to breathe. And then like you're hearing like her like yelling out, "Don't hurt them," because she's she's literally trying to like trying to ease like Dracula's rage.
Mm-hmm. She definitely is. I think okay, so that follow me for a minute. This is a little deep.
Mhm, mhm.
But to me, this is very sort of I don't know, sort of mimics what the stories of like Jesus on the cross is all like, forgive them for they know not what they do. And she says almost the exact thing, but
No,
she's talking to Dracula.
no, yeah, no, she does because like I forgot which book was it. Luke, yeah, mainly Luke, yeah, because like Mark and Luke does the same thing too because like they reference the same thing too.
Isn't that interesting? Like
Yeah,
that is
like
so
no, because
interesting.
like since like you bring it up, yeah, because like I just remember that from Luke.
Well, like consider this: she's being burned at the stake, a
Hmm.
witch, a heretic,
Hmm.
and Jesus is also not burned,
But
but
nailed,
crucified as a
yeah,
heretic,
yeah,
as
yeah,
someone
yeah.
who's false prophet, false
Hmm.
king, like
Hmm.
the illusions that they draw between the two of those things to me is what makes me so fascinated about the lore in this story because there's so much of it.
I know, and then like also just it's like and then like okay, like I am Christian, but then like I'm like still like it's like wow back because like still back then the Christian like the Christian faith was like so just like one minded, it's like
Yeah.
it's like you have to follow us, okay, nothing
Yeah.
else, okay, we're not open minded enough to like to appreciate other things or you know
Not at all. Like there's no science. There's no such thing as science. There is only God.
only God and what we say.
It's they definitely very much touch on all of that stuff. So if you're
Yeah,
really sensitive about those topics, you also might want to avoid the show. If you're still here and you're sensitive about those topics,
yeah,
well, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, they show that a lot. I mean, like I said, it's like Crusade era. I'm not a history buff. I do
no,
not know
no,
the
yeah,
years.
no, yeah. So the Crusades, yeah, that was around like that time too.
Yeah. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. But
yeah, it was like yeah. So like, so you do get a glimpse of like the church too, how the church like will operate.
oh yes. And it is so fascinating. So
It
so
is.
essentially she begs Dracula to have mercy on them because they don't know what they're doing,
Mhm.
and of course they think she's calling out Satan. 'Cause-
Yes, they
well, I
are.
mean, if you want a metaphor for Satan, I guess that is Dracula. I don't know.
Like in like the Castlevania lore, yeah, like Dracula is the
Yes.
like the devil, Satan, all that above.
Well, he's the epitome of the knowledge of good and evil,
Yeah,
because he has all
yes,
his science and some magic too, honestly. And I mean, he's a vampire, so
yeah, but then like yeah, so it's basically he's the smartest guy in the world.
yeah, you would think. Like to me, I'm just watching this and I'm going, I want to meet Dracula. That sounds amazing.
I know, right? It's like, hey, he might have like discovered the cure for blindness
Oh well.
and and other stuff.
Yeah, hey, if nothing else, we can use magic. but but yeah, like I was like of that mind, like, oh, teach me your ways, great guru,
I
like
know, right?
not like, oh, he's gonna eat me, which is probably what really happened because
Well, okay. Well, like to appease him, you probably would have to be to intrigue his intellectual side, though.
You would have to, yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think that's what Lisa did. So it's
yeah,
it's
no,
fun
she
to see
did.
that.
Yeah, yeah, she did because she was literally thinking outside the box, though. That's why.
You know, I would have loved to seen some of the more trying times that they had sort of between them in that 20 years that they sort of just jumped us forward. I feel
Mhm.
like it would have been like a Beauty and the Beast-esque vibe, between the two of them, where like he's this grumpy old guy who doesn't want to change, and
No, no,
she's like,
no. Yeah, I
yeah,
totally agree. I totally agree. Because the women, because that would be like adding to more of the story why he's doing what he's doing. Like we do get it, but then it would make a little bit more sense.
right.
If,
So Shane said a few more things. He's sticking with us.
yeah.
He said the first season scared him when there was only 4 episodes, and yeah, you're like, oh God, is there going to be more? Please be more.
And Shane said like he doesn't remember she does get burned in the original game. So
Yes.
hey, I like it. Thanks for that tidbit because like I never played the game, Shane. So
I didn't either, and now I feel like I would have really enjoyed them, but I definitely missed out on that. We were looking at this actually before we got on air, and actually seasons 1 and 2 are supposedly based on the 3rd Castlevania game, which came out in '89. And I was just thinking, I can't believe these games are that old. That is so cool.
I know it is.
I was so fascinated.
Yeah, and then like there's like multiple games too.
Yeah, there's so many of them. They're still making them too. There was a recent one. Yeah. So what did he say? The church used to rule everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
It did until like probably I don't know, maybe like the 1700s, 18s.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be more of a history buff than I am.
No,
dates.
no, because like the Civil War was like 18 something, whatever. Wait, no.
17.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. We never profane to be history buffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not saying that. So
actually, I never paid attention in like U.S. history, anyways.
Oh yeah, it's an interesting one. But let's see. Next, where do we get to?
Like it was like because like the first episode was like him and Lisa, then the second episode introduces Trevor Belmont.
Yeah, well, it was at that point where Dracula says to them, which we left out. He says, "I'll be back in a year. You better get your shit together and make your peace."
Yeah.
Make your peace, basically. I'll be back in a year. You're all gonna die. And then we flash forward to a year later, and that's when we meet Belmont, which you can share his story. It's great.
Yeah, so clearly because it starts off where like he's in the bar, then like these two guys just talking about just like whatever this like other weird guy that comes in. Belmont just sitting there just drinking beer, I think, because like it didn't really describe that.
I think so. I don't remember, honestly.
No. Then like they're just talking, and then like about like vampires and demons. How like I think like the seers, right? Were shoot, were they? Oh, I'm probably getting mixed up.
Yeah, they weren't in the scene yet.
No. Yeah. So they're talking about just like random stuff. Then Trevor just goes to like the bar and goes, okay. Like, can I get another drink? So he's just reaching his pocket.
He's like, just trying to get his drink on.
No, yeah. So like the guys, like two guys that were annoyed with him, was like, wait, what? Like, who are you? Like, why are you butting into our conversation? He's like, no.
They recognize his Belmont crest at that point, and then they just jump to basically conclusions that he's a pile of poo, and that's his reputation, and they're gonna beat him up. So it starts like the bar fight.
Yep, the bar fight, and then like it's like saying, because of like the Belmonts causing all this trouble too.
Oh yeah, they were blaming the Belmonts for all the monsters for some reason.
Yeah. Even though like we all knew it's because of the church.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like the funny thing was that was the whole thing. At times I was thinking, wait, they explained it really clearly enough already. It's like, why didn't the people recognize that?
people definitely were following the church, though. You
Yeah.
got to be honest. Like that's all they know. That's like their power. That's like who they go to when they're in trouble. The church is the thing to look to. Like
Yeah.
that's their higher authority, so to speak.
Yes.
And
But
yeah.
even though like it was bluntly pointed out to them too that they like that they started it, but no, as usual, nope, they deny.
Oh, they did for sure.
Yeah, they heavily denied it. No, we didn't cause it.
Yeah. I love the scene where they introduce Trevor because he's just making all these snarky comments and he's
It's so fun.
drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. Yeah, I agree. And like
Well,
he lost. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and he kicks butt like as a drunk person. He gets his butt kicked a little too, though. So
Well, like a lot.
Yeah, a lot. It's a lot.
It's like did like he learn the moves from Jackie Chan?
I don't know,
No.
but it's kind of like he just stumbled into this city, and then all of a sudden he hears like, "Oh, the night creatures will be here at night," and it's like he didn't have a clue what was going on. He was that drunk that he just wandered around from bar to bar.
Well, yeah, like because like bar to bar because like he didn't really care.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't care. He's like, oh, not my problem. Like don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, Shane says, when I could see I was a huge, I was a game nerd. LOL. Yeah, man, I hear that.
Hey, we all were okay. My side tangent. My main console was the Super NES.
Oh yay, that was a good one. It was.
Oh man, I had like 30 games, man.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
No, trust me, I literally bought a lot of games. I even had like the red cartridge for Doom. I had that one. Yeah.
I didn't play Doom until the N64. So, but it's one of my favorite franchises anyway.
Trust me, I sat there for a good hour or so getting like to level 9 for Doom.
Oh yeah, I can imagine it was pretty challenging back then. Like I said, until the 64.
Yeah.
But Shane says that first fight scene was hilarious. It was one of my favorites. Yeah. He was probably drinking mead, he said. Yeah,
and, like,
I hear that.
Yep, and like he got punched in the face a lot.
He did get punched in the face a lot. There was a giant in there. Like, okay, so the audio description did a good job of describing the dude who was huge. Yeah. But he was huge.
Yeah. A giant dude just grabbing him by the hair and just punching his face in.
Yes. It was like 3 or 4 against 1. But anyway, I was still impressed with how well he did as a drunk person.
I know. But at the same time, like, okay, that scene where like he left the bar, I'm like, did he win the fight or not? Because like it sounds like he got really roughed up.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly, because they didn't really tell you and they didn't really show it. Okay, so it wasn't obvious, but he did make it out of the bar, so I guess that's a win. Yeah. But he wanders out basically looking for somewhere to sleep, and I think that's when he kind of stumbles upon these men of the cloth, these church guys.
You mean like the so-called priests?
Yes, the so-called priests who are picking on this old man just sitting there, in a tunnel.
Business.
Yeah. And like this is where you really start to see like why do these priests have knives? They're all armed.
Wait, knives and swords, I think.
Yes, and there's a guy with a bow later.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I know. And like then like and priests don't talk like and also swearing too.
Oh, yeah, they're a little vulgar, like more than you'd expect a priest to be.
And cocky too. Yeah.
They are. But yeah, they're jerks basically. The priests are bullies in this show. So they're picking on this old guy, and Belmont's probably still hungover or drunk or something. And he's like, you know what? Priests shouldn't behave like this. And even him, like I said, wasted is like, you know what?
I'm gonna be a good Samaritan and do something nice for today.
Yeah, and he does. And is that when the big fight, or is that later?
That's later. This is where like you get to see how like good he's with the whip.
Yes, that's right. He like whips the knife and stuff out of people's hands. He is really good with that whip. Honestly, I was excited when they brought that out because that's such a fun weapon to like watch being used. And again, they describe it really well in the video description.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my finger! Like, you took out my finger!
Oh yeah, that's right. He did get the guy's finger. So great. I think it even says like his finger lies on the ground, and I'm like,
no, it does.
Yeah. It's just so well described. I honestly am excited about it.
No, like I totally agree. Because like I'm like, yeah, so that's why I called you just to make sure that the audio description was on point.
So that's when we find out this guy that the priests were picking on was a speaker. And that's what you were getting at earlier. The speakers are basically nomadic, kind of gypsy-like people, but they're also oral history keepers. So they keep oral histories. They travel from town to town, helping where they're needed.
So basically, and like they literally don't write anything down. They literally memorize everything.
Yeah, can you imagine? That did how used to be how history was kept for the longest time. So
yeah.
You get a little history lesson in some of this anyway. Some of it's historically accurate.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's true.
If you dance around the vampires and the magic and stuff,
it's like, oh yeah, and then like the funny thing is like they do poke fun at garlic, staking, water.
Shane says that's how the priests fight evil with their knives. Oh, that's when he cuts the priest and them off with a whip. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I'm thinking of there's a really big fight between him and the priest later, and it is very good. Very good. But so we're introduced to the speakers, and basically they really want some help because the guy that he rescued, his granddaughter, has gone into the catacombs under the city to find their great hero who is sleeping under the city, like a soldier or whatever they called him. And he's like, I don't want to do that. I just want to go home and drink and sleep and find a hole to fall into.
And eat,
And eat, yeah. So they con him into doing it because he's got a good conscience, like he's like, okay, I'll go see if I can find her, whatever.
Like here's the part I laughed at. Okay, when when he left, he only grabbed an apple. No. He says like he was hungry, but he only grabbed an apple.
Yeah, I don't know what that apple's gonna do. It's just gonna make him mad. But, I guess at least he got something. He still had his mead from the other night. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so he goes into the catacombs and deep underground. He falls a couple floors, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he
himself.
does.
And then and then he's looking for the girl, and he finds a statue of a girl. And then suddenly out comes a cyclops. Really huge. Like
almost like
6 or 7 times as tall as he is. Huge.
With a glowing blue eye. Because like, I don't know. Because like, I don't know. I forgot if the auto description said like, if it was like a mechanical like cyclops, but
it wasn't mechanical.
Okay.
The speakers must have. Oh, Shane says the speakers must have good memories. I can't remember what happened last week. I feel you, Shane.
Hey, like don't we all?
Yes. Oh man, but yeah. So he kind of fights this really messy fight against the Cyclops because he's just not really up to snuff yet.
Yeah. Like he's not sober yet.
Yeah, I don't think he probably isn't, honestly. But he eventually ends up winning, and again, these fights are
all like literally just like really good described and mostly gory.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Is all the fights are good too, like all in their own right. Just to watch them is really good, but then again, they're well described and gory. If you're into gore, like I'm into gore.
hey, come on! Like you were probably happy like hearing, and like a Trevor takes his sword and stabs him through the eye.
They're very specific. Like I cannot get over how good the audio description is in this. Honestly,
I know, man.
But yeah, so he kills the Cyclops, and of course, the stone statue turns back into a speaker girl. She's not dead, thankfully. She was just turned to stone. And basically, he's like, "What were you doing down here? Why the heck are you down here? You need to go back up where it's safe."
Safe and like with your people.
Yes, 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 yes. He thinks she's a child, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, then still a scene because like once she unfreezes, you also like it also describes the other people too unfreezing, but then like they're all dead anyways. You know?
Yeah, like one dude unfreezes and
Yeah,
like his head is just missing. I
yeah.
don't know. Like it was
Mhm,
interesting.
mhm. No,
There was a
yeah,
bunch of
it was.
bodies down there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was because like that like a little like audio description for like for that detail was helpful too. Yeah.
Yep. So when they get back, like this is when one of probably my other favorite scenes happens.
Oh,
That's when they get back and they go into the town.
mhm.
Yes, and we find out that the girl he rescued, Sypha, is that how you say? Is that how you say
Yeah,
her name? Sypha.
yeah. I like a sci-fi.
So Sypha is not just a speaker; she's a speaker magician.
Mhm.
Like I every time I saw her use powers, I'm just like, they have totally underrated this girl. Like they do not even talk about how strong she is. Like,
Yeah, come on. Fire, magic, ice, wind,
yes, yes, all
other
of it.
other stuff like other
Mhm.
like elemental like stuff, and then like she can read literally like a different text of like magic too.
Yes, yes. And
Yeah.
so, like, the next fight they get into really already showcases so much of her power because they're going to the town square and they're basically trying to ready the people with like all the classic remedies. So they're trying to get together holy water and salt and things like that to fight the night creatures, which are essentially kind of like demons. They're like resurrected
Oh yeah.
humans and
Oh yeah.
critters and stuff.
Oh yeah. And don't forget, like yeah, because the church was trying to kill the like speakers basically.
Yes, they did try and kill the speakers. I don't remember the reasoning or if there even was, but it's
No,
like
no,
they're trying to blame everybody else
no,
but them.
no. Like the reason was that like it's the speakers fault for bringing those night creatures to that city
Oh
basically.
yeah, totally. That's definitely what they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but
Yep.
then like Danny says, the night creatures came, and then like Belmont just took charge.
He did. I was very proud to watch that drunk man just stand up finally and
I know, right? Yeah, definitely,
he
definitely.
really has some like good character development. Like he's still kind of a jerk through the rest of the show, but like you really see him grow, which is really fun.
No, I do agree, but like yeah, because like yeah, he does really like build up, but then he still retains that jerkiness, but it's like a fun kind of jerk attitude, you know?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Shane's
yeah.
got a couple more comments too,
Okay, yeah,
actually.
yeah.
He says, "Don't forget that when in the catacombs, basically, is where he found the electric lines, and that's true. They mention
Mm-hmm.
liquid flowing through pipes and lanterns that light on their own without fire. So yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
steam powered or hydroelectric, basically
Mm-hmm.
under these catacombs." And then he says, "Trevor must be tough. He always gets his butt kicked first." He does. He does. That's what
I,
makes him so charming, though.
I know, right? It's like he always gets his butt kicked, but like he always gets up anyways, you know. So
He does. He does. So again, I think that is where we see the priests all fighting back, where he's on his way to the square to sort of help them fight against the night people, and the priests are like, "No, we're gonna kill you on the way," and that's when you see the priests with the bows and the
Mhm.
blades and the spears. And I mean, they don't win, but
No, they don't. But it was like a cool how like a Trevor took out like the guy with the bow though.
yeah, I think what did he throw the spear at it? I think he threw a
Yeah,
spear at him.
yeah, no, yeah. Like the priest had a spear. He took him out. Then like he hopped up. Then
Yeah,
like threw it.
that's it. That's it. Very. When I was watching it, I could see it. Like the distance was like ridiculous that he was throwing
Mhm,
this thing. So yeah, he's definitely a skilled fighter. Probably more so when he's not drunk. But
mhm.
I don't know. At this point, he's probably sober. Who knows? But
I don't know because like he still sounds drunk throughout the series.
yeah, he does. That's true. I think he's just like I don't know, chill like that.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
I don't care. I'm gruff and I don't give a crap about anything. Like
Yeah.
it's great. It's great. But again, that's where we get to the city square, and he's trying to direct everyone on how to fight these creatures,
Hmm.
and does a heck of a job. Like
Oh yeah.
gets the salt out to fight them, gets the priest, another priest who isn't a jerk, to bless some holy water and
That
well
is
create holy water.
actually that is actually properly a priest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, he actually made holy water. Like I'm surprised, but
He's like,
yeah,
yeah, because like I usually come across these douchebags that can't do
yes.
nothing.
Exactly. So they do that. And then, of course, you see Sypha like raise these huge walls of ice basically
Oh
to
yeah.
guide the creatures in toward them. But they're so huge. Like, you cannot underestimate how tall they're, like building height.
Hmm.
And like, I'm just watching that and I'm going, and they don't really talk about how strong she is, but
No, no, no,
that's a lot.
no. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like like they're literally showing us like how strong like she is, anyways.
That's true. That's true. She
Yeah.
she just like I watch so many shows with like witches and wizards and magicians and warlocks and stuff. And they all start like so small, like let me throw my fireball. Whee! Like like
Yeah.
and she's like, nah, walls.
Like nah, nah. Let me really flex my powers.
Yes. And I don't know. Like there's so many good things in the show that I like. Again, like so many
That
things.
like that, and I also like where like they don't like or hold our hand like throughout the series. They don't.
No, they don't. They kind of throw you in and then like, oh, maybe we'll flashback later and show you some more. Like, yeah,
Yeah, but it works because
it does.
yeah, it does. And then like when we're watching, it's not that hard to figure out though.
No, it's not. They definitely
Yeah.
give you all the pieces you need, but
Mhm,
they like throw you into the action first so that you're
mhm.
like, oh, I have to watch what's going on.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
get you in.
Mhm.
It's
No,
a well written show, honestly.
definitely it
Mhm.
is.
So this was when basically they win the fight against the night creatures for the most part. They take out a bunch of them with
Yeah.
everyone working together, including like the townspeople with spears and pikes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And they work together. They take out a ton of the night creatures, and then the ground collapses
Oh yeah,
underneath
under
them.
Sypha and Trevor
Mhm.
all the way down.
Oh my gosh, yes, yep. So this is when they fall and they find more things like what they found in the catacombs, like
Yep.
the electric lights and these giant gears that turn, and
Mhm.
no idea where they are. They're just like, this is weird. Why is this here?
No, yeah, it's like seriously, it's like wait a minute, this is the 1400s,
Hmm.
right? So why is there all these? Because I'm like thinking, wait a minute.
Hmm.
So, so did Dracula do this? Because I don't
Yeah.
know, because it was really advanced down all the way down
Hmm.
there. Yeah.
That's when they casually start saying, I've read, and heard teachings that this is kind of what the inside of
Mhm.
Dracula's castle looks like. So they start
Mhm.
kind of giving you little pieces
Mhm.
to start saying, well, what are we about to encounter? And is it related to Dracula? Like is it
Mhm.
relevant?
No, yeah.
And of course, that's when they come to the room finally at the end, basically, and it looks like a throne room, but at the end, of course, it's a coffin instead, and it
Mhm.
opens on its own. Well, Trevor steps on a button on the
Like,
floor.
yeah, thinking that it's a trap, but it's a trigger to open
Yeah.
the coffin.
And that is when we meet Alucard.
Yep, half vampire, half human.
Yeah. So the fight that they have here is so epic. So
Oh,
Alucard basically and Trevor are fighting because the speaker, Sifa, sorry, is
yeah.
just watching and she's like, don't fight him. He's our hero.
He's like, no, he's a vampire. Okay, I don't care.
Mhm. Right.
But
So right.
before the fight, the dialogue was actually pretty funny though.
Yes. There is lots of good dialogue, honestly. We've
Mm.
only kind of touched on it, but there is. I agree.
Yeah, but mostly the action's the best part. So.
Mhm. Well, the dynamic between the three of them is kind of interesting because, of
Mhm.
course, Sypha meets Trevor first, and they're kind of like, like, you're a jerk. What's wrong with you? And he's just like kind of intrigued by her, I think, a little bit, but not really showing it, like he's, like I said, gruff and not gonna like let out any of his secrets.
Oh yeah, yeah. So like the epic fight between them is still going on. And she's like, no, no.
Exactly. So the fight here again is epic and well described. And just really fun. Like, they do a really good job with these fight scenes. Very acrobatic, very up in the air, throw you down, throw you into a wall, break things with your body, like,
Yeah.
no big deal. It's fine. Just break a wall with your body.
Yeah, and slam your head against like with the floor too. So
Yep, lots of that. But in the end, Trevor kind of bests Alucard. He's basically, I could rip your throat out, Alucard says, because he's a vampire, and he's like, I could just, And Trevor's like, well, I don't care. I'll still kill you. My goal isn't to live. My goal is to kill you. And Alucard's like, you know what? I like you a lot. Yeah, we're good.
It's like basically like, it's like you're like watching, you're like, wait a minute, they're dead even, and then they both still got like being like cocky as heck, both of them.
Yes. We got a couple more comments. Shane says he got the townspeople to turn on the priest. Yes, I forgot that. That was like a revolution.
Oh,
in
yeah.
itself. He basically pointed out that the priest, now this was back in the fight, after the fight with the night creatures, he pointed out that the priest burning this woman at a stake was the reason that creatures were here. And the people were like listening, like, no way, that's not right. But eventually they end up killing the priest for him. He didn't even have to do it.
So, man. Because it didn't remind you of like a Caesar? Because like the guy got like stabbed a bunch of times with the knives.
Yes, yeah. There's been a few scenes, like, it's always very dramatic when they do a scene like that too. There's a scene in Game of Thrones that's very much like that and hard to watch.
Wait,
I won't spoil it.
Like, was it like the Red Wedding?
No, but that one was pretty bad. No, it was later. Yeah. But Leah's here. She says, yo, hey to all her favorite people. We love you too, Leah.
Hey, Leah.
Yeah, and Shane's pointing out that Alucard is Dracula backwards, and it is. That's kind of, we get to that later. Basically, Alucard is Dracula's and Lisa's son, and defines himself as the opposite of Dracula, which is why he goes by Alucard, which is fun wordplay, and it's a cool name.
Yeah, so Alucard Wallachia.
Yes, that's what he goes by. His actual name, I think, was Adrian. I think I wrote it down.
Yeah, I think it's Adrian. I think too.
I can find it.
I don't know, because like the timeline for Castlevania was a lot too.
It is Adrian Tepesh.
Yeah, Tepesh.
Yeah, Tepesh. I like the names in this. Like, they're all supposed to be like Eastern European or whatever. And most of them, like, Tepesh is like Tepes, but it's Tepesh. And the cities have S's at the end, and also or Esh or Ish. Like Greshit is Gresit. There's no actual H. So I'm like, fascinating. Fascinating. Just a little tidbit for you.
Hey, there's always fun like Dani tidbits, okay?
I'm a little bit of a language nerd, so I'm like, how do you spell that? Like Wallachia? I'm like, that one wasn't as bad. That one actually is a CHIA at the end.
No, yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I gotta look at all that stuff. I gotta see how it's spelled, and like, I'm a language nerd. It's okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. And Leah, so if you are planning to watch this, be careful. It's very violent and gory and bloody.
But it's well described.
Yes. Okay, so definitely watch it with audio description, because like you really enjoy it.
Agreed completely. But yeah, so them meeting Alucard in this big battle, and Alucard's like, I like you guys. Okay. That's where season 1 ends.
Yes, only 4 episodes, okay?
It's like, oh yeah, this is it. This is the series. And you're like, well, what's gonna happen now? Like,
no, it's like such a good teaser for us, but then it's like we want more, but then at the same time, because they weren't really sure about this series, so it's why
Mm,
so it's why they did it the way they did. So I agree, but then
hmm
it's smart of them to leave us wanting more. So that's a smart thing.
Yes, they did good though. I had read actually this was originally after being thought up and then canceled, and then Netflix bought it. Of course, was
Oh,
originally
really?
going to be it was originally going to be a film. And
What?
maybe that's why the first 4 episodes are by themselves, is maybe that part was broken into 4 episodes that was
Mm,
originally written as a film, and then, of course, they continued the story.
mm.
But, I don't know, that's fascinating. I always find that interesting.
No, hey, no, no, that's the first time that I heard about it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to read up on it because I was like, "Okay, I know it's based on the video games, and I know very little about the video games, but,
right,
a
same here.
little."
Yeah.
Yeah, and season 2 starts to kind of fill in some more of the gaps because like it comes in with Lisa helping this old woman as a doctor, and like
Mm-hmm.
this is where they kind of show her
What happened?
betrayal.
Yeah, what happened before the first scene. So
Yeah.
yeah, because then the old lady was like, "Oh, more leaves! I gotta chew more leaves and acorns."
She was funny, but I don't know. You kind of see, like, you see a little bit of Lisa's house and where she treats people, and you see her little laboratory and her books, where she's getting her information from books.
Mm-hmm.
And
And the
it's
locket.
just, yeah, and you see the locket with her picture of Dracula in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
they kind of hint about him traveling as
Mm-hmm.
a man, as in not flying and not, well, we see later flying his castle around, which he can do because the
Oh
show's
yeah,
awesome.
it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So yep. So she gives her the lady the bottle, then the lady leaves, and then when they both leave, there comes the I think the bishop and
It was a
the
bishop. Yep.
the so called priest, and then he this where a random lady accuses her of being a witch, and then the lady that she just treated just walks away, then turns around and no, oh no.
Yeah, like I was kind of mixed about that scene. I wasn't sure if maybe she was the one who turned the lady in.
No,
I don't think she was.
no,
'Cause
no, she wasn't because later she's the
Mhm.
same lady that brings the flowers.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. But I do know they mentioned that the old lady who used to be the town's, what do they call it?
Um.
Wise person? Was it?
Wise person. I can't remember because
It was something like that.
yeah.
Their medicine woman.
Yeah. Basically was jealous of her. So
Yeah,
yeah.
she was. Oh, it's so sad. Because even that old lady referenced her giving her medicine a while back, and you find out it's like her ground up foot skin. Like, oh
Yeah.
god, barf.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Well, because okay, see, back then for the Crusades, you can say
Mhm.
any lady can say witch onto another girl, where a woman, because you know how people or men or women can be witches too. So
Mhm.
they literally took it
Exactly.
seriously. If and plus jealousy comes into play too. So oh yeah, a witch. So yeah, hey, so they
Yeah,
literally just take it seriously.
they definitely did, and that, of course, is our before from the very first season where you find her burning at the stake.
Hmm.
Let's see, what else did I write down?
Oh man, yeah, cause you do feel for her. It's like, oh no, my whole life's work getting just broken, smashed, and burned.
Mhm. Yeah, they just kinda come into her house, and she's like, "You guys can take whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want." And they're like, "No, we're just gonna destroy everything and kill you."
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Then
Yep.
find this and find this evidence, and then we're just gonna accuse you of being a witch anyways, you know, because we don't understand the science, but we don't want to understand it. We don't care. You're a witch anyways.
Yep. That is when we get introduced to Dracula himself, like, more
Hmm.
than as, like, a figure. You
Hmm.
see him in his castle with his war council
Council. Yeah.
with
Okay.
his war council.
I gotta admit, like they do build up Dracula very well because like basically like he's literally a really nicely like a layered character. It's like
Hmm.
he really does have multiple layers like for his story arc and character building.
Agreed. Agreed. Like we see him at the beginning, and she
Mhm.
comes to him, and he's like a little Beauty and the Beast,
Mhm,
and
mhm,
like,
mhm,
I'm not changing my ways. I'm a grumpy man who lives in a castle, and I happen to also be a vampire and smart.
mhm,
But then we kind of flash forward, and it takes a while before we actually see the sort of change. But in season 2, when she's talking about him traveling like a
mhm,
man, like we see that she actually made some kind of change in him, and
mhm.
like that's fascinating.
Yeah, and like then like transition to that like that same episode, you see him walking, and like just
Hmm.
walking home literally.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Must be some woman.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
But yeah, like I said, there's a good character development between him and between really him and Trevor, the two to me that stick out when I think of
mhm.
character development. So
Yeah, because like Alucard wasn't so much.
yeah, we don't see a lot of difference in Alucard. He's kind of singular. His mission is, well, to kill his dad before his dad kills the world.
Yeah,
You
because like
know,
truthfully, I wish that Alucard would have had a little bit more character building for like season
yeah.
two.
I'm hoping and I haven't watched season 3. I'm
Oh no, no,
behind.
no.
So
Actually, season three. I'll give you a hint. It does fix that.
mhm.
Yeah, but slowly. Yeah, but like
Good,
it
good.
does. It
Well, it
does.
doesn't need to be drastic, like that would be weird and it would feel unnatural for him. So it would have to be slow.
No, no, no. Like that's what they do for season three. It's like a subtle
Okay.
change.
Good. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe we'll do a show on that one. Who knows? Oh,
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Sci-fi too. Sci-fi. I like her slow. I like a character building.
Mhm. Hers is slow too because she already seems like a decent chick at the beginning of it. So
Hmm, hmm,
she's kind of pulling everybody else together.
hmm. But then I still love the dynamic between Trevor and Alucard.
Mhm.
Especially their banter.
Like I still think you're a jerk. I don't need to like you, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna fight with you.
And like it's like you're still a piece of garbage, whatever, human, whatever thing. Like,
Mhm. Right. But again, that's the point in the story where we see Dracula, we see his war council, and we see that their mission actually is to literally kill all the humans,
mhm.
which seems a little crazy, but I like his
Oh, yeah.
I like his mishmash of vampires and well,
Mhm.
and the two humans he has as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So that epic scene where like was it like the main priest or whatever it's called, the name, I can't remember the name. He's like, yeah, 1 year, like the devil or Dracula hasn't done nothing.
Yeah.
Oh
That
no, you see a big old fireball ahead of him.
Here's your 1 year mark. I just waited for you guys to all gather in one spot so I could show you. It's good though. It's so good. Let's
Mm,
see.
it is. Oh,
Uh,
then like we slowly get the two. Yeah, you're definitely right. The two humans in the ranks of Dracula's army,
yeah,
Isaac and oh,
Hector.
yeah, Hector.
Hector. They do a really good job showing these two, like their backstory too, and kind of how they got to where they are and why they also don't really like humanity.
Oh
It's kind of
yeah, like
interesting.
episode 2 and 3, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, was it Isaac for episode 2 or 3? I forgot.
I don't remember the order, but they were really close to each other when they showed their backstories. Like they were really close in timeline.
Yeah, because okay, Isaac, yeah, he gets like see like because like he wants to learn to be a forge master. Basically, you for a forge master can bring back people from the dead, literally.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not what a forge master does, but I was so fascinated to see that other
It
use of the
is, it is,
word.
it is. But yeah, but like it shows like the two different styles though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like he gets beaten. You get to know like that backstory. Then like he wants to learn, but then like he kills his I think like master Because like
Yeah, I think he
yeah,
was essentially bought as a slave.
yeah. But then like the way he kills his master is
Hmm.
really crazy. He takes he's getting beat by this spike whip, okay?
Hmm.
Then like he literally wraps it around, pulls it, jumps on him, takes his thumbs, okay?
Oh,
It's really
ugh.
and shoves it in the guy's eyes. That was really
Hmm.
auto descriptive.
Oh, we have a drunk gamer in the chat. He says toes
Hey.
with a
Hey,
thumbs
drunk.
up, and they're just saying hey to each other. But yeah, he's joined the chat.
Yeah.
We're talking about the TV show, not the games. If you didn't know and saw the title,
Yeah,
but
then I forgot how Hector's went. I forgot.
Hector's was basically that he was out in the woods and found a dead animal and brought it back to life, and his parents were horrified. So, that didn't go well. I think eventually he burned his house down with his parents in it. So,
Oh yeah, he did.
yeah,
He did. He
yeah.
did.
So I think he
Yeah.
was tired of being seen as an outcast, when he just wanted to play with the animals. Literally, he just wanted to play with the animals.
Yeah.
So weird. Hector's an interesting. I still haven't figured him out yet.
Uh-huh.
So, he's an interesting one. Isaac, I kind of get. I get his wrath and like his hatred for humanity.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yes, Leah. How rude. Yeah. Of the hubby.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Huh? Yeah. So it's 150. Oh wow.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Don't worry.
Basic
But
Next,
no.
basically, the three of our companions head to,
Mhm.
Trevor's family library, the Belmont Library, to find something that can help them fight Dracula. Like that's where the journey goes.
Mhm.
And they get there and they spend a couple episodes there, I think. They spend a while there
Basically,
before shenanigans happen.
yeah, yeah. So basically filler episodes, basically to catch us up between like a Trevor, Alucard, and Sypha, and then like between the castle where like they're gonna planning like to this Camilla is planning to backstab
Mm,
like a Dracula.
yes, she is. Ugh.
Yeah.
Dastardly lady.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we won't go into like a too detail between episodes 2 and I think 6, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
need to go into detail about that. That's sort of like backstory, which we've kind of touched on. And then they're just
yeah.
digging through the library, kind of chatting here
Hmm.
or there and kind of bonding, honestly.
Hmm.
So, she's fascinated, of course. And she's like, why the heck are we oral storytellers? Why don't we write all our stuff down? Which I find hilarious.
Well, like that's the same thing. What like a Trevor said in the beginning
Hmm.
too. It's like, why didn't you guys
Hmm.
like write it down?
Right. It's not the tradition. Jeez. The drunk gamer asked what show. It's Castlevania. It's on Netflix and it is audio described if that's something you use.
No, like he sided.
Okay. Okay. Well, But let's see. What do I have down? Like key moments that happen next.
Yeah,
Is
like
oh
I say
this
like the best moment is episode 7.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just epic. But let's see. Basically, a lot of things kind of happen at once.
Mhm.
So what they're in the library looking for is a way to fight Dracula again, and they find out what they can do is they can find his castle through what do they call it? A long sight mirror or something. Basically, it's a magic mirror where you can
Yeah,
things in a
because like
distance.
you can either like it basically is like a seeing mirror, but basically either watch people or go through it to
Mhm.
another realm, or
Or
basically
send magic through it, apparently.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's what they end up doing. They end up
Mhm,
saying, "Okay, let's find Dracula's castle." They find it, and then of course, Sypha, our magician, is trying to use a spell to basically control the castle and bring it to where they want it, and she
mhm,
brings it to where they are. But while they're doing this, uh, what's her name?
true.
Carmilla has gotten her revenge, and she's attacking the castle.
Mhm, mhm.
And then, of
Oh,
course, yeah, go ahead.
poor Hector. He gets used so badly.
Yeah, he
Oh, poor
does.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's kinda hard to watch. I'm kinda like, "Oh, you dummy." Why? But yeah, at the same time, like the night creatures were kind of headed that way anyway, and so the night creatures are attacking the library that they're in
Oh
while
yeah.
all
Oh
of
yeah.
this is going
Oh
on
yeah.
at
Oh yeah.
once.
Oh yeah. Almost forgot. Trevor finds his badass chain whip, the Morning Star.
Yes, 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 yes. Let's see. Oh, it's a cartoon. It's animated. It's done in the style of an anime. He asked if it was live action or animated. Anyway, yeah, that part's pretty exciting. And again, later, once they've battled and fought, they show off Sypha's power again, and like she just creates this huge pillar of ice to lift the three of them out of this crater in the ground. And I'm like, again, like, how powerful is this chick? She just
I
moved the whole
know.
castle and she's not even
Yeah,
tired. Like,
I know. I,
what?
I agree. It's like how much spirit, like how much magic power did she spend just moving the castle and then locking it down too?
She's like unlimited mana. Like, whatever.
Oh, this will be
Whatever.
but like yeah, so she's like the Goku version. Yeah,
Uh,
right. Yeah, because like okay, because like Goku gets always stronger and stronger, right? He has
yes.
like unlimited tap of power.
It seems like it. Let's see. Shane asks, what did they call the two humans? They called them Forge Masters.
Mhm.
And then Blind Guy Show is here.
Hey, Greg. Yeah, because like it's like both different styles of forging. Isaac forges with a knife where like he uses fire.
Yeah.
Hector uses like almost like a hammer and like sparks. I think.
It kind of looks like a hammer and a chisel. It's
Mhm.
weird. And then like there are different reasons too. Like
Mhm.
Isaac says to cleanse. He's cleansing the body with this fiery knife. And like
Mhm.
I don't know what Hector's deal is. We don't
Uh,
hear as much from him talking as we do Isaac.
yeah, because like yeah, but like Isaac is more of like the night creatures. Hector is more like basically like he does animate the dead, but then it's I don't know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because
Jordan's
like
here too.
hey Jordan, truly I like Isaac more than Hector.
I do too, but I think that's just because he seems more grown up and like his anger and his like wrath is like it's very well explained and justified. Whereas Hector is like, I feel like they don't do as good of a job as giving us a reason to see that, hey, this is why he does what he does. Like
Hmm.
we need more. We need more on Hector. And we might get more in season 3. We'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see. Let's see. Jordan asks what the Forge Master's abilities are. We really don't know other than to bring back well, they create night creatures from the dead.
Hmm.
So sort of demonology or necromancy or whatever.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because like I don't know, because like me and Danny don't really know too much about like the Castlevania lore.
Yeah, we haven't played the video games really, either of us. So, those of you who do know, feel free to drop something in the comments for everybody.
Hmm. Yes, please. Thank you.
And really, really the rest of it is again the betrayal of Dracula by Carmilla, which is one of his war council, supposed to be one of his war council, I should say.
Like a
And
general.
yeah, she's supposed to be a general.
Oh wait,
And
yeah. Like when like she was starting to like betray him, right?
yeah.
Like Castle literally basically jumps and
Yep.
then her army and the so-called some of the army in like Dracula's castle gets wrecked by like the water too. So
Yes. We find out
oh
that something they argued about earlier, whether vampires are hurt by running water, we find out that that's true in like the most epic, hilarious way possible.
yeah,
Like,
but like,
bye.
it's like they took a priest to consecrate the water anyways. Yeah,
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Like the whole water or river was basically like a holy water.
I might have missed that. Okay.
No, yeah, because like you didn't see it. Like Carmela takes the priest, tells him to consecrate the water, and then
Oh
yeah, like then like the whole
no.
yeah, like then like the whole blue fire went up the priest, and that's how he dies in the
Oh my
water.
god, I missed it. How did I miss that? Okay. Well,
Really,
there you
you
go,
did?
guys. That's
Really?
why the water kills them.
Really? Oh, because like I thought like you caught that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
Then
Oh.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
like you are fun three travelers. Join the epic fight.
Yes, yes. This is when they have brought the castle to them essentially,
Mhm.
and they're going in after Dracula, and it's Cypher the magician, Trevor the drunk warrior. I'm still gonna call him that because it just fits his character, and of course Alucard, the vengeful son. Is
So
avenging his
fun, like
mother's.
mother's death, like kind of like
Yeah.
really relaxed.
Yep. Yep. Oh man. So the fight at the end though between sort of
Alucard.
the three of them, really the three of them and Dracula.
Well, like for a while.
Yes, for a while. Of course then it does kind of bottle down. But the fight just what is it like half the episode?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It took like
It's
literally half the episode.
It's really good though, and again, really well described. Really,
Hmm.
they really get what you need
Yeah,
in the audio
bashing through
description.
walls. Trevor,
Yes.
like Trevor and Sci-Fi gets swiped aside like nothing.
Uh-huh. They're just like rag dolls, whatever. And then like Alucard though, I mean, he slams him into stuff and like literally breaks the ground with his body. So
Body, like it's like Dracula does a double
Mhm.
fist to his back, smashing
Yeah.
through the ground and then through the walls, and like he flies to the next room, and
Mhm. They really show you how strong the vampires are in this series. At least Dracula and Alucard anyway. They
Mhm.
show you some of
Yeah.
the strength of the other ones, but
Mhm.
really those two, like they give you hints of like these guys are super strong. Like the humans are
Oh
just
yeah.
like, they're pretty tough, but like Dracula and his son are
Yeah.
just completely on a whole other level.
Mhm.
I play the games, not a huge fan of the story. Okay, the drunk gamer played some of the games. I don't know if he played a bunch of them. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
He says he's not a huge fan of the storyline and stuff. I hear you. I don't know about the game storyline, but I love the story that we've gotten in the TV show.
Mhm. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yes, Shane. Like the whip is badass.
Hmm. Let's see. I wrote down some kind of interesting themes while I was watching this, and we talked about some of them, like
Mhm.
the whole comparison of the witch being burned, Dracula being her
Mhm.
person she calls out to, and Jesus on the cross,
Mhm.
which is still fascinating to me. Um, what else? Oh, the speakers. Oh gosh. One of the things that was said by one of the speakers was that it's not dying that frightens us. It's dying without having done
Something.
our best, done our best.
Mhm.
And
Best,
I'm like,
best like to help.
yeah, and I feel like that continues. Like Belmont's even like that. He's like,
Mhm.
like when he and Alucard are fighting, it's like, I don't care if I die. My goal wasn't to live; it was to kill you. so,
Yeah.
so like as long as that happens, I'm fine. I'm not afraid of dying. And
Mhm.
that kind of continues a little bit later as well.
Yeah, it does. But
Um,
when the fight ends, it's like really like that change in Dracula was really good.
yes, 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 yes. You definitely see him coming
Mhm.
back to who he was
Mhm.
with Lisa, his wife, who was killed, and it's kind of sad, honestly. It's kind of sad
Yeah,
to
yeah,
watch.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really sad to watch.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Like even Alucard feel. Oh, oopsie. Wow. Even Alucard feels it too when he
Yeah.
like when he does stake his dad.
Yes, and he's like, yeah, I killed my dad, and he's not like I killed Dracula, I killed my dad, and it was kind of nice. Like the comment that Sypha made was
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah, you saved a whole bunch of people, but it's okay to mourn the man he was, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's a great line. They really put some heart into this one. It's not all
Like
just
they did.
cheesy fights and stuff. So
Well,
it's
like
good.
the fights were not really cheesy because like they were really well like planned out.
Yes. Yes. The other things I wrote down was kind of also stuff that we talked about, just like pretty much for Priest, it's God or nothing. It's God or death. It's God or whatever, like that's it for them at this time in history.
Yeah.
And then this one was kind of my favorite that we'd also kind of talked about. It's like, is Dracula the symbol for how the church has vilified science and knowledge, And he kind of is.
Yeah.
It's
No,
kind of
I
interesting.
agree. I agree. Yeah, because like because like Dracula like literally just like was like the forefront of like science and like the other arts.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just fascinating to draw those parallels like that they included in there, and a lot
Hmm.
of this stuff, some historical fact in there. Yes, they did in fact burn witches at the stake here and there,
Hmm.
and that's not, and it was very much the church's way or nothing. If
Hmm.
you didn't follow the church, you surely followed Satan, like you were evil.
Evil was an or
Mhm.
like excommunicated too. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
banished.
Yeah, and God forbid you have new ideas or try and come up with new ideas or something,
Hmm.
science and things like that. And yeah, it's got some deep things you can think about if you want to.
Hmm.
Um, See it my way. One is leaving. Great show. He says y'all have a great weekend.
Thank you, Shane, and thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, man. Definitely, definitely.
No, yeah, wow. So like we actually covered it all in an hour.
Yeah, we did a good job. We did. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the first two seasons, guys. Okay, so uh, if you want us to do a third, then just tell us, okay? And we'll do the third season.
Yeah, and there is going to be a fourth. And
Yeah.
looking at the date, the third came out was like in March of last year. It could be soon. Who knows? I don't know.
Hey, man, hey, well, I can't wait for the fourth season.
I still need to watch three.
Hey, well,
Oh man.
I gotta finish season two now, and then like still continue back with three again. So it's like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just for a like a refresher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah. So yeah, because definitely guys take a watch, and and if you have a Netflix account, yeah, just give it a watch, and it is audio described very well. Okay, so very well, even if like you don't want to turn it on,
Mm-hmm.
but like you could still watch it. But I say if you're blind or visually impaired, just turn it on because like you will get the smaller like details of the
Mm-hmm.
show.
I know there was a lot in there that I always find that there's a lot of like tiny things that I miss when
Hmm.
watching stuff without audio description. So it's kind of funny to get to see that.
Yeah, because like, and I do agree with you too. Like the balance was very well. It wasn't too loud. It wasn't too soft. It
Hmm.
didn't like it didn't like duck out like the audio like too much. So
Yeah, they did good. They did good.
mhm.
Um, Greg says he played the game on Nintendo, and then he says he's old. Oh, we were just talking about the NES earlier. It's okay.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
I played the NES and the Super NES.
Hey, yeah. Hey man, come on, like a duck hunt.
I just didn't have the Castlevania games.
No, no.
Kind of sad about now, but
Yeah. Okay, yeah. See, yeah, because like I had the NES, Super 64, Sega
hmm
Genesis. Yeah,
hmm
even though like the 64 was actually pretty fun too.
yeah, I love the 64. That was one of my favorites because they really took some leaps on that one.
Did you mostly play like a Mario 64?
I did, but not just that. Like, there was Donkey Kong Country, I think, on this,
Yeah.
and it's just another 3D platformer. Like that was the world of 3D platformers, and those were so exciting for me.
Well, I must have played like the wrestling games.
Oh gosh, I know I played at least one of those. Ooh, they're terrible.
Oh, okay. Well, like the only decent company back then was like a THQ. Okay, so yeah.
Got you.
Well, then like there was like a cruising like a USA
I
like the
love
racing game.
cruising the world, cruising the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
world.
yeah.
I had that one. We played the crap out of that game.
The one game I hated playing multiplayer was GoldenEye.
Oh, I love that game. We
Come
played the crap
on.
out of that game too.
Like
I didn't
okay,
say I was good at it.
no, especially with, like when you had like the cheat codes enabled.
Yeah.
Like then it was fun.
Well, you know what game you would have liked? Not that one, but there's pretty much a clone of it. And it's called Perfect Dark. But with their multiplayer, you can make each team a different color.
Mhm,
So now you're not just like you against another person where you can't tell is on your team or not. You're
mhm.
you, a purple guy against a yellow guy, and it's like
Oh
bad
yeah,
guy.
yeah, no, yeah. I heard a part like a Perfect Dark because like okay,
Mhm.
yeah, because like I had to use it like the magazine like a Game Informer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Perfect Dark was basically GoldenEye, but with
yeah,
a female lead, and and they incorporated aliens. So
yeah,
the
yeah.
levels were very similar.
Hey, for Goldeneye, I hated the proximity mine. So annoying.
Mhm. Mhm.
No, seriously, because like playing multiplayer, one person can just grab it, throw a bunch there, and just like the whole time, just basically just like be like tinting wherever. Then like you just get so annoyed. Boom! Oh, you're dead. Boom! You're dead.
There was lots of screaming when that game was played. It just,
Yep.
yeah, it was fun.
Oh yeah, I like it camping. My bad. Not like tinting. Then the bigger one, Pokemon Stadium.
I actually didn't play that. I played Pokemon Snap.
Okay, okay. Funny so my brother had Pokemon Snap. Okay, I gotta admit that was actually pretty fun. I
Oh
gotta admit
yeah.
that. I gotta admit so.
They're bringing that game back to the Nintendo Switch soon.
I don't have a Switch.
I'm just letting you know they're reviving it.
Yeah.
You will get oh.
Oh, Twilight Vampire stuff? No.
Mm-mm. Did
No.
somebody say that? Did I miss that?
The drunk gamer says that would be the Twilight Vampire stuff.
None none of it. Yeah, no. There's none of that there. That is so true. No, they're very much darker, grittier, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the best vampire stuff.
Okay, well, yeah. Oh, well, we don't want to run too long. So, hey guys, thanks everyone in the chat: Drunk Gamer, Shane, Leah, Jordan. I think some others. Oh, Greg. Hey, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Okay, because like we have, well, like we always have fun doing this blind anime talk because we love anime and we love
Mhm.
and like we love to bring this like anime stuff for you guys because like we all agree that me, Danny, Christina, Vika, Chris, there is an anime for everyone. Okay.
Yes.
hmm So okay, so please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and definitely check out Dani Marie AUC's channel. Please subscribe to her too. She has excellent content and her podcast, Freedom Up Close too. Definitely check that out. It's a really
Okay.
good listen. It is. Hey, you know it's true.
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, so I can't find the button.
It's there somewhere.
I don't know. I'm trying here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find the button. Oh, here it is. Okay, now we're gonna end. Bye.